Both rewards and punishments are ways of manipulating behavior that destroy the potential for real learning, says Alfie Kohn, author of the book Unconditional Parenting, Moving from Rewards and Punishments to Love and Reason, and my very first parenting guru. Welcome to Raising Intentionally, the place where I like to share my parenting experiences to help raise consciousness and intentionality around parenting. In our last episode, we already discussed 5 reasons why we shouldn't use punishments with our children, and here is the link if you want to watch it. In today's episode, we shall talk about why we should not use rewards. Not use rewards? But why? Aren't they supposed to positively reinforce a behavior? Aren't they supposed to motivate our children to behave well? This is a belief that we have blindly adopted as true for generations in most cultures. But I would like us to try and dive a little deeper to find out how reward systems affect our children in terms of their intrinsic motivation and whether they help us instill the values that we want to. Or do they, just like punishments, merely treat the behavior at a superficial level? So here are 5 reasons why I think we should steer away from using rewards when raising our children. Number 1 is that rewards kill intrinsic motivation. Another quote by Alfie Kohn that has resonated deeply with me is this: do rewards motivate people? Absolutely. They motivate people to get more rewards. Let me give you an example to illustrate my point better. Say we want our child to develop a love for reading. If we reward our children for reading, they will read only when they know they'll get their reward. So a gold star if you finish reading this book today. Sure, the child instantly begins to read and finishes the book that day. Why? Because he wants the gold star, not because he enjoys reading the book. So will he read a book when he isn't getting a gold star for it? Most likely not. Say we want our children to be helpful and cooperative and help with household chores. Give a child a chocolate for every chore he helps with, and he will stop helping the moment we stop handing out chocolates. They might sometimes still drag themselves into doing it because they want to avoid the friction that'll follow if they don't. But the rewards have certainly killed their inner motivation that would have helped them enjoy what they're doing. When you reward your child for doing something, it shifts their intrinsic motivation to become the reward rather than the natural satisfaction that they get from the activity itself. Reason number 2 is that rewards encourage selfishness. Imagine you went to help a friend out with a huge task because you saw they were struggling. And on completion of the task, if they handed you some money in exchange for your help, how would that make you feel? I'm guessing most of us would feel insulted. And why do you think we would feel that way? Because helping your friend was something that you did from a pure, genuine intention of offering help and from a place of kindness, and offering something in exchange for such an act of service feels like a disrespect of your genuine intentions. It feels like your friend is implying that you were trying to derive a personal gain from the help you offered. That is exactly what happens when you offer rewards to your children for chores that they could have done willingly without them, out of the love that they have for you, out of their genuine intentions to help you and make it easier for you. Offering rewards kills these intrinsically genuine desires and shifts our children's focus to, what do I get for doing this? When you tell your child that they will get a sticker or candy or money for slightly older children every time they help you with a chore, it makes the chore a chore. It takes the joy away and encourages the child to think, what's in it for me? And over time, if they see no external reward, it doesn't motivate them enough to do it. The intrinsic satisfaction of having helped someone they love begins to seem insufficient. Over time, rewards encourage the selfish thought of what's in it for me. And if nothing, children and adults that they grow into might struggle to gather the motivation to do it. Reason number 3 is that rewards drown out the crucial message. Just like punishments, rewards too drown out the more crucial message that we ideally wish to convey to our children. The why behind the behavior. So when we want them to develop a love for reading, we want them to really be curious about the book and read it in a way that they really enjoy it, and not just quickly race through it and finish it so as to be able to get the candy that they so long for. When we want them to help us with household chores, we want them to do it because it comes from the well of kindness and empathy within them that helps them recognize that a loved one genuinely needs help, and not because they will get something in return. So when we offer rewards, the whole focus revolves around the reward itself, and the crucial message of tuning into their inner motivation is lost. Reason number 4 is rewards, just like punishments, are manipulative. Rewards are as manipulative as punishments, and they too are manipulative expressions of control where we try to manipulate our children into doing what we want by offering something they love, almost like bribe. And just like in the case of punishments, when we use manipulative tools with our children, it directly impacts the authenticity of our relationship and puts the trust in the relationship at stake. When we feel the need to dangle a reward for doing something that the child actually would naturally do from intrinsic motivation if given a chance, we also inherently place a mistrust on the inherent goodness and capabilities of the child. So the fact that we need to dangle a reward means that we don't trust the child to do it naturally or from their own genuine motivation. And this can also be quite damaging to the relationship. Reason number 5 is that rewards normalize bribery and the need for a reward for an action. Rewards also contribute to normalizing bribery, because it is very easy for children to think, if my own parents do it to me, it must be normal. What kind of adults might we be raising if they actually end up believing that bribery is normal? And the impact of this on the community is something I would certainly like us to give a conscious thought to. Now, you might be asking, okay, should we not celebrate their wins then? Of course we should. We absolutely could buy a cake for every little achievement and share it as a family. But the moment you call it a reward for achieving something, the perspective around it shifts, and so does your child's motivation. Thank you very much for watching, and if the content that I create resonates with you, then please slam on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Until next time, bye bye and take care.